Shaka, I don't know if you've seen the news. Bayern Munich are in the market for a new striker, not just any striker, a guy that can replace all the goals scored by Robert Lewandowski. What do you say we go through some of the options for what Bayern Munich might be able to do next season? Let's start with an option that's already in-house, but might require a change of position. What do you think about the idea of Sadio Mane playing through the middle?
I think Sadio Mane can play through the middle. I'm not sure that's why he was brought to Bayern Munich. I'm not sure that that's his best or his best position. Sadio Mane can play anywhere along the front three, but if we're talking about replacing a player who scored 80-plus goals over the last 2 seasons, I'm not sure that Sadio Mane is a like-for-like replacement. So while I like the signing, while I love the player, I'm not sure he fills the void left by Lewandowski.
Another name that has been linked to Bayern Munich is Cristiano Ronaldo, who, let's be honest, has been linked pretty much everywhere. I don't know if you saw the interview Casey Keller did with Oliver Kahn. Kahn said it was a great idea, but it didn't fit the Bayern philosophy. Do you think Ronaldo would be a bad fit at Bayern?
I think in many ways it would. Known for his goal scoring, just out and out goal scoring. You're not going to ask much more of Cristiano Ronaldo, certainly not anymore. Bayern are structured that they don't have to ask much more of Cristiano Ronaldo. Just rely on him to score goals and somehow provide the service for that. But to Oliver Kahn's point, I'm not sure that taking on a player who's well past his best, who will command as high a salary as Ronaldo continues to do, is the right fit for Bayern. Maybe in the short term, maybe for a season, but just in terms of who the club are, I don't see that as being a marriage made in heaven.
Speaking of Oliver Kahn's comments, he was asked about Harry Kane. He called Harry Kane a dream for the future. What do you think about the idea of Kane then moving to Bayern Munich?
At the risk of upsetting all Spurs fans, I think Harry Kane, of everybody that has been linked with Bayern Munich, makes the most sense. I don't think there are many better out-and-out strikers, many better finishers in world football today. I'd probably still put Lewandowski and Benzema ahead of him, but off the top of my head, I'm struggling to put many more. So it makes sense. Well, Haaland, of course. Excuse me, but other than that, it makes sense. It's surprising to hear Oliver Kahn speak this openly about Harry Kane, a player who's still under contract at Spurs, a player who Spurs refused to let go 12 months ago under the interest from Manchester City. So we'll see where this goes. It just has an odd feel for me in the way Kahn has come out with it.
I guess one of the questions in replacing a guy like Robert Lewandowski is you have to bring somebody in at his level, right? A world-class striker. One of the other names that's been linked is Timo Werner, who has had great success in the Bundesliga. We've seen what he's done at Chelsea. Hasn't quite lived up to the hype. Is he good enough to be the main guy at a club like Bayern?
I'm not sure. And I think Timo Werner's issues are around confidence. And while, yes, he's absolute success in the Bundesliga, I think his confidence has taken quite a hit in his time at Chelsea. And now I think that has also spilled over to his time with the German national team, where he's featured, he's scored goals, but I just don't think he looks the kind of player that's right now equipped to replace Lewandowski. So again, it's one that only Bayern can answer. Are they willing to wait and work with Timo Werner in the hope that he rediscovers that confidence and that form, or is the need far more immediate for Bayern Munich? Now, I think regardless of who's brought in or not, as the case may be, Bayern will still be short favourites to win the Bundesliga. They'll still be short favourites to get out of the Champions League group, whatever that group may look like. So now all of a sudden you're talking about 6 months to work on somebody being ready for that knockout stage of the Champions League. Will it take 6 months to get Werner to be back where he once was, or where you need him to be? I'm not so sure.
Shaka, there's one name on my list that's left, and it may be the most intriguing. Victor Osimhen, of course, the 23-year-old Nigerian international at Napoli. I guess a big question when you go to Bayern Munich is, are you ready to be the star of a club like that? At 23 years old, do you think Osimhen's ready for that role?
I do. I think in terms of his talent, no question, that's the next step up for him. The only concerns I have over Osimhen is how different a player he is from Lewandowski. Pacey, quick, and come from deep. And that really isn't Lewandowski's forte. He's an out-and-out finisher. Again, at the risk of upsetting quite a few, I will say that Lewandowski is best in the box. I know how many goals he scores from outside the box, but that's where he's at his best. That's where he differentiates himself from everybody else in world football. Those instincts inside the 18. I'm not just sure, again, that Osimhen is quite that player. And I say that, again, knowing that I'm not sure that there are many players in world football who can simply step into Lewandowski's shoes. As I mentioned, arguably the best finisher in world football today, despite his years. So to simply dismiss everyone by saying, well, they're not the finisher that Lewandowski is doing some of those talents a disservice. So the question becomes, who are Bayern going to be in the absence of Lewandowski? Are they going to be a team that can play on the counterattack, or are they going to find that finisher who's best in the box? They have the pieces in that puzzle to do either. So we'll see exactly where Nagelman goes with this.
There we have it. Bayern with a lot of goals to replace, but also a lot of options to replace them with.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.